Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Healing Garden at Bonita Moss Park. I am Cindy Miller, President of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center of Frederick County. Thank you all for coming today. We are so pleased to see so many familiar faces and so many new faces here. We're all united in this garden for one cause: making sure children grow up in a safe, stable, nurturing environment that they need to grow and thrive. 2 years ago, many of you were here as we dedicated the Healing Garden to the memory of the children who have died from child abuse and to remember the children who have survived, many of whom still need our comfort and our support, regardless of their age. The garden is also a place of healing and reflection for the hundreds of men and women in Frederick County who work so hard to keep our children safe. The Friends of the CAC has expanded its efforts to raise awareness of child abuse and neglect. We believe in zero tolerance for child abuse and know that greater awareness leads to greater prevention. As you look around you, you will see a sea of blue today, because blue is officially Wear Blue Friday in Frederick. Why blue? Because it is the color associated with the observance of Child Abuse Prevention Month. At this time, of course you're already standing, will all those partner agencies stand so that we can thank you for all of the work you've done? I'd also like to thank Fire Company 3. I think they're in the back. Thank you for coming and supporting us. On Saturday, we launched Child Abuse Prevention Month here in the garden with a fun afternoon of activities for families and children. Hodge, of course, stole the show. You can see pinwheels already planted in our garden by the children who were here on Saturday. In fact, pinwheel gardens have sprouted up all around the county: Thurmont, Emmitsburg, Brunswick, Frederick City, and beyond. The pinwheel symbolizes the right of every child to have a safe, happy, nurturing childhood. So as you get back to work today, look for blue and for the pinwheels, and send the Friends of the CAC photos either to our email address or to our website, and we're going to post them on Facebook. Today we are privileged to have child abuse prevention proclamations from the City of Frederick and from the County of Frederick. First, we'll hear from County Executive Jen Gardner, who will be followed by Alderman Kelly Russell. They will be making presentations to Monica Grant for the Child Advocacy Center and to Nancy Boyd for the Month of the Young Child.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Cindy. And thank you to all of you who are involved with the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center, and for really all of you for being here today to be part of this special event for Wear Blue Day. I really appreciate all you do to promote zero tolerance for child abuse and child neglect, and to support the work of the Child Advocacy Center and the important work that they do. We're here today, as has been stated, to recognize Child Abuse Prevention Month and the Month of the Young Child. Each year, there are an estimated 3.4 million referrals of child abuse and neglect that are reported to Child Protective Services across the country. There are an estimated 686,000 children who are victims of child abuse and neglect each year. The numbers are truly staggering and, as all of us know, totally unacceptable. Wear Blue Day is a way for us to raise awareness of the children who are victims of child abuse and neglect. as well as the adult survivors of child abuse. Child abuse and neglect is a national, state, and local issue that affects all of us. The consequences of child abuse and neglect ripple through the life of that child, from childhood all the way through adulthood, negatively impacting a child's chance to do well and succeed in school, in work, and in relationships. Abuse truly has a lifelong impact. And of course, fatalities are truly devastating. Non-fatal traumatic childhood experiences can also be devastating. Children who experience traumas like emotional, physical, sexual abuse, and neglect are at a much higher risk for serious mental and physical illness. When we fail to provide the safe, stable, nurturing relationships that all children need, their exposure to extreme and sustained stress can interfere with healthy brain development and result in learning, behavioral, emotional, and physical problems. Compromised brain development narrows life's options. So how can we prevent that? Because that's what all of us are here to do. We have a responsibility as a community to create the healthy environments that allow children, and therefore our communities, to achieve long-term health and prosperity. We're working to increase public awareness of child abuse, neglect, and invoke social change. Our goal is to help children, support children, to make sure they have healthier, happier, safer lives. In Frederick County, we're thankful for the work of our many partners in the campaign to prevent child abuse and maltreatment. And certainly the Child Advocacy Center is helping to play a key role in that regard. The Child Advocacy Center and community partners work together to prevent and heal child abuse through community education, investigation, prosecution, advocacy, and counseling. And Child Advocacy Center doesn't do it alone. They do that in partnership with our Department of Social Service, the State's Attorney's Office, the Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, the Frederick Memorial Hospital, and the Frederick County Public Schools, Hartley House, and many other organizations and caring individuals. Certainly, we encourage people to go to the Child Advocacy Center website or call the office if they want more information, and that number is 301-600-1762. More importantly, if you think a child that is being abused, report it. It's very important that you step up and report it, because children can't do that for themselves. So you can call the CAC, or you can call Child Protective Services, and their number is 301-600-2464. They take calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So April is also the month of the young child, and we want to honor young children, all those who make a difference in their lives. And again, we know that children need and deserve high-quality early childhood learning and experiences that will prepare them for life. Frederick County has a great opportunity to do our part. The month of the young child is time for all of our county to recognize that early years are learning years for all young children. This special celebration is sponsored by the National Association for the Education of Young Children and is an opportunity for early childhood programs across the country, including child care and Head Start programs, Frederick County Families Partnership, and I know you're here today, preschools and elementary schools, to hold activities to bring awareness to the needs of young children. Young children and their families depend on high-quality education and high-quality care, which helps children get a great start and brings lasting benefits and really ensures our future prosperity as a community. I do have a combined proclamation to read for Child Abuse Prevention Month and the Month of the Young Child, but knowing the city has a similar proclamation, I'll just present them and let Alderwoman Kelly Russell present the proclamation on behalf of the city. I do want to thank all of you for all you do. We really need to continue to work together to make sure that we can prevent child abuse and really support children who have been victims of abuse, and make sure we give children all the opportunities they deserve for a productive life. And I will say, Frederick is a caring community. It's why all of you do what you do every day. I had an email a couple of days ago that I'll share with you where somebody just said, I really want to start a group that can go out and cuddle children who have been born from a parent with opioid drug abuse or with some other kind of neglect. And it's really wonderful that people randomly think of these ideas and say, how can we start this up? And it's really fortunate that we have so many people in our community who care about the future of our children. So I will present these proclamations, but first I'll have Alderman Kelly Russell come up.
Good morning, everyone. It's a real honor to be here, and I will echo every comment that the executive made in terms of support and how seriously the City of Frederick and County take this issue. And we're a proud partner with the Child Advocacy Center. And so on behalf of the city, and I send sincere regrets from the mayor. He's dealing with the loss of his mother. I know that he would want to be here if he could. So on behalf of the City of Frederick, I have a proclamation, which I will read. Month of the Young Child and Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas children are essential to the City of Frederick's success and quality of life, children are our most valuable resource and our most vulnerable. Children have a right to be safe and have an opportunity to thrive, learn, and grow in an environment that fosters healthy development. And whereas the critical period of brain development in young children affects a child's entire life and future generations, children are the future parents, employees, and leaders. Adults have the responsibility to encourage and nurture children's growth and development. And whereas protecting children from poverty, community and family violence, social isolation, and bullying is a responsibility we all share. And whereas child abuse prevention depends on partnerships among social service agencies, schools, religious institutions, local government, law enforcement agencies, and the business community, and canines. Whereas providing a safe, nurturing environment for children helps ensure that Frederick's children will grow to their full potential as the next generation of leaders, helping to secure the future of this city, county, state, and nation. Now, therefore, Randy McClement, Mayor of the City of Frederick, hereby proclaims the month of April 2017 as the month of the Young Child and Child Abuse Prevention Month for the City of Frederick, and do commend this observance to honor and support our nation's youngest citizens and their families. And I also wanted to acknowledge Alderwoman Donna Kazemchek is here as well. Thank you very much, and we look forward to continuing to be a strong partner in preventing child abuse and supporting our children. Thank you.
We also have something to present to you. The children from the Children's Center of Walkersville made some designs for us, for you, one for the county and one for the city.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you. Take whichever one you want to give to me.
Thank you.
And here's our proclamation for you.
Thank you. And the month of the young child culminates at the end of the month on Saturday, April 29th, with the Children's Festival of Frederick. And it's a free event for families and children, and there's multiple activities for children to enjoy and learn.
Thank you. Thank you for the work.
Thank you. This is very nice. Thank you. This is very nice.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for all of those inspiring words and your commitment to a safe and happy community for our children. As you came in, you received a pinwheel. We invite you to plant it at the end of this ceremony. Also take some time to sit on the whispering bench behind me. You can try it out. If you whisper at one end, you'll be able to hear it very distinctly on the other. I want to recognize one other family that is here today. Anaya was a little girl several years ago who lost her battle with child abuse, and her foster family is here. So if the Flukes would give us a wave so we can recognize you for your fight in this battle also. I want to conclude today's ceremony by reading words of an aunt whose nephew died from child abuse and is remembered here in the garden. She brought her own son to the healing garden on Saturday and shared these sentiments. To my family, April is 30 days dedicated to a boy named Logan, and the reason he is no longer here with us. I know the subject of child abuse is a tough one to talk about. It is taboo to most people, but the harsh fact is it still happens. It still happens, but it doesn't have to. April is our month to spread awareness to hopefully one day put a stop to these senseless acts. I am not afraid to talk about it because, unfortunately, I know that it can happen to any family out there. There are some great local resources, such as the Child Advocacy Center of Frederick County, Maryland, and the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center. I will always stand up for this cause, not only for my nephew who was taken by an act of abuse, but also for my son, who I pray will get to live a full and happy life. Let us observe a moment of silence for all of the children remembered in the healing garden and reflect on how we can all play a role in protecting them. At this time, I would like Alderman Russell and County Executive Gardner to come up. I have a presentation for them. On behalf of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center, I would like to present the county and the city with some everlasting pinwheel mini gardens.
Thank you. That's very nice. Very nice. I'll keep this in my office.
Thank you for caring and affirming that protecting children is everyone's business. If you did not get a pinwheel when you came in, or if you did not get a sticker, please see one of our members and they'll be happy to give you one. Thanks to all who braved this weather. Please plant your pinwheel as your year-round commitment to ensuring a safe and happy childhood for all of our children. Thank you.